Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Exciting day. I have the Fuji X-T1 in from Fuji. Really neat camera, really nice camera. Just wanted to give you my initial impressions before I start doing a lot of shooting with it. And we'll be showing you some more videos, how it is with shooting and the various aspects, image quality. We'll cover everything we normally do in a more in-depth review in stages. But for initial impressions, what a neat little camera. You've probably already seen this online. You know that people are really loving the X-T1. I know some pros that have traded in their full frame cameras and are now shooting X-T1s as their main guns, which is pretty impressive, especially considering we're talking wedding work and stuff like that here. So the interesting thing with this camera is that with the Fuji's sensor, their version of the APS-C sensor with their Fuji technology, they're getting high ISO image quality, detail, everything about the image quality is a lot of people saying on par with a full frame sensor camera, a 35mm full frame DSLR, which is really amazing because this is a small little camera. It's certainly in comparison to most full frame cameras. One of the things that's really nice about it is it has all your manual dials. You've got exposure compensation dial up here, you've got your shutter speed dial up here, you've got your ISO dial. Everything can be set, pretty much everything, manually. The lens they sent me is the 18-55 kit lens. Really nice, solid feeling lens. Comes with the hood here. At least I think it comes with the hood. They sent it to me anyways. But it has a manual aperture ring on it, which is not something we see a lot of these days. So it's really nice because you can control all your manual exposure with actual physical buttons instead of having to go into menus or having the two command dials. It's so nice to have that aperture ring back under your fingers again while you're holding the camera. And it's really easy to just change your aperture in a heartbeat there. The lens is a really nice built lens, very solid construction. One of the nicest build kit zooms I think I've ever seen. It's an f2.8-4, so it's quite a fast lens for a kit zoom. 18-55, so you know that's going to give you your let's see, at 1.5 crop factor, we're at half 18's 9, so you know 27, 28mm to probably somewhere around 80 or something, you know, the 55 end. So your standard zoom size, but it's still a very small looking lens. We've got a movable LCD. It's not fully movable, more in line with what the D750 does now, is that it flips up and it can partially flip down if you wanted to shoot down with it. But this is very welcome instead of just a fixed screen. 4-button menu pad on the back, bunch of different other buttons on here. We have a dedicated button to go from your viewfinder to your screen and back, and just a really nice looking camera. You get the impression of something German made, you know, the traditional idea that German manufacturing is really good quality. You know, Leica-ish, really. I know that's overused a lot, but it kind of gives you an impression of what we're talking about here. Just a really nicely made piece of kit, and I'm really looking forward to shooting with this and seeing how the X-T1 handles, how I like the ergonomics and the body and the controls in actual shooting situations. Really looking forward to having a look at the quality of the image files, and especially with this kit zoom. I've heard really good things about the kit zoom, so I want to put it through its paces. It's possible that with the really extreme, excellent image quality that we're hearing about out of this, and the great high ISO abilities, this kit zoom at f2.8-4 could be all you need. I mean, don't let me give you the impression that I'm discounting all the wonderful X series primes that you can get for this camera, which is part of why the X series is so popular. But nice to know that a fairly inexpensive kit zoom is high quality, and we're gonna test that out too. So stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back soon with more on the X-T1. I'll show you some sample photos, and I'll give you my input, probably like a 2-week review of shooting with it for 2 weeks and how I feel about it. Check out the blog as well, because I'll probably post some full-size images there that you'll be able to click on and link through to see what a full-size image is like. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments below, and I can see if I can get them answered for you. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned. We'll be back soon with more on the X-T1, more on photography, videography, and technology right here at artoftheimage.com. Thanks a lot, folks.